Very happy. What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. Yeah, I'm just here to, man, I just give you my honest thoughts and opinions of the whole Summer Game Fest, and I gotta say, it was amazing. Not a lot of things that came out actually, like, it's my sort of game, but it caught my attention a lot of times. And I just had a blast watching it. Now I couldn't react to it. I was planning to, but I had plans, so I had to watch the live stream on the way to the restaurant that we were gonna go to that day. So I was just watching in my phone, and man, when they finally announced Harry Potter Quidditch champions, guys. I don't know if you guys heard this in my live streams, but yes, I was one of the lucky ones to actually manage to get, in to get a chance of playing the game. And I gotta tell you that you guys are in for a treat. It's a very, very fun game. I got the chance to go on a playtest. I think in last October last year, and finally we get a date confirmation. It's gonna be day one, PlayStation Plus, if I'm not mistaken, and I think the price is gonna be either 30 or 50. I don't know, but whatever the reason, dude, I can't. If you $200, I'll pay for it, dude. I'm a fucking Harry Potter fan, like a freak. I'm a freak of Harry Potter, the Wizarding World. I love all that. I love the movies. I haven't read the books because I'm lazy, but I have heard details from the book that are not in the movies, so I'm caught up. I'm well educated. That's all I gotta say. But like, I'm excited because I've been waiting for this for so long, like ever since the playtest. Not as long as Medieval 2 remake, where sadly we didn't get any news either. But I mean, it's all right. It was. I don't. We didn't get Soul Calibur 7 either. It's all right, but at least we got Harry Potter with the champions, and I'm happy for that. And I'm not saying this is the best thing ever just because they show that. No, come on, like, there's actually another one coming up. I think it's gonna be Future of Play, June 8th. We're gonna get a Future of Play on today at 11 a.m. actually. I might do a reaction, maybe, I don't know. And then there's a lot of stuff going on for the whole Summer Game Fest and Jeff Keighley's projects. Gamescom coming up, and Gamescom is coming up in August, and I'm pretty much I don't know if they're gonna keep announcing new IPs or they're saving it for Game Awards or stuff like that. But at least for now, I'm chill for what we got. So I have this list. I wrote down at least 90% of the games that I could see. There's time that I was talking and the title will come up, game will change, and I don't know the name of the game. So I had to, not write it. I couldn't write it on time, so yeah. So I'm gonna run down all the names of what we saw here, and I'm just gonna give you my honest thoughts on first thoughts on it because I couldn't record my first reaction. Trust me, I was almost crying when I saw Wii the Champions. I wish I could show you my reaction, but I couldn't. I was not here. So, anyways, let's go ahead and do it. So, yeah. Before we start, okay, just getting everything ready. Okay, fucking notifications. All right, so let's start. So first, we got a glimpse at Lego Horizons. Now, this one has been leaked in data mines or whatever, like Twitter, stating that there were going to be a Lego Horizon. I didn't think it was possible, but I believed it because, come on, it's Lego. They can come up with everything. So Lego Horizon just popped up, and I was like, okay. I thought it was going to be like some add-on mini game or something, or like a small thing, but no, it's actually pretty big with its own story and everything, and you can do way more. It's much comedic, much more, it's kind of hard to take sometimes, these Lego stuff, for me at least, because Horizon is a serious game, right? There's no humor focus in it, even though they might have, but when you see the Lego characters, they all have comedic sides, acknowledging stupid things that don't make sense to make it much more funny, right? The whole Lego Batman humor, all right? And I get it, it's Lego, but it's hard to take it when it comes from a serious game, you know. But it's okay. I mean, it's Lego, so why not? It was fun. It looks fun, and I'm looking forward to like hoping that it will be a success. I'm not gonna get it. You know, the only Lego right now game that I'll actually be into it because I've tried. That's my ringtone. Sorry, let me just vibration. Anyways, so I'm not into Lego per se. Not the only Lego game that I don't know how it got my attention was Lego Fortnite because I can build my own stuff and I like that without the need of buying sets in real life. So, but I'm not gonna be into that. But at least you know we got something. Okay, so that's good. All right, so then we got Permadeath. Now, Permadeath when I saw it, I was like, okay, I mean it looks fun, but it's just another shooting zombie monster game, whatever. It's nothing new. But what actually got my attention is the 8-player co-op. Like, oh my god, that's something. I like, you know, 8-player lobby, we can all play together. It's usually 4. So sometimes there's a 5th player, and oh shit, you know, and boom, you know, now we got more space for that. So that's kind of cool. 8-player co-op is gonna be fun. And then of course, out of nowhere comes Harry Potter with his champion. Finally, we got a date for it. It's gonna be September 3rd. It's gonna be on day one PlayStation Plus. So you know if you have PlayStation Plus membership, you can get it for free, which is cool. And I think it's gonna be $30. I heard in an article. They corrected me in Discord saying it was 50. So I don't know what's going on there. I just read the article on GameSpot, so I'm not 100% sure how the price is gonna be. But guys, seeing that trailer showing you like the Borough Stadium, like the Ron Weasley house, they have their own Quidditch stadium. Oh my god, that is so cool. There's a bunch of like movie characters, and I am so excited for what's to come in the future of that game. Imagine us playing as a Death Eater, or as I saw on the Discord, Hagrid in his motorcycle. That would be so stupid. But again, it's, you know, that's the whole point of us having a Quidditch game. And trust me, guys, I played the playtest on last year October. You're gonna love it. You might get bored after a while because of course this is a same. There's different modes, but it's the same thing every day. But again, it's not like it's something new. You know, it's something that if the more you practice, the more you want to play. Quidditch is so fun. Seeing it at the movies, playing the World Cup game on PlayStation 2. By the way, completely different. Imagine Rocket League, but with like Quidditch elements. And trust me, it's gonna be awesome. Now, a lot of people got a lot of questions on how the game is gonna develop because again, it's a 7 versus 7 game, and it's gonna be a 5v5. So they're taking away a little bit of team members, but trust me on this, it works. I cannot say a lot because I don't want to get in trouble. Because trust me, it will work. Any question that you have of like how the game is gonna work, trust me, it will work. The snitch is one of the questions. Like how is that gonna be implemented? Like somebody can cast the snitch and game is over. Trust me, it's not gonna be like that. You're gonna figure it out on September 3rd, or if a gameplay showcase shows up in Gamescom or something. I don't know, anything that pops up. But yeah, trust me, it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be a 10 out of 10, no matter the flaws. Or at least a 9. But yeah, Battle Pass is going to be in it. There's a bunch of currency, I bet. I'm speculating. But I cannot say a lot more. Like, I cannot spoil, you know, because, you know, I might get in trouble for that. But trust me, guys, when I say this, you're in for a fun ride. You really are for a fun ride. This is coming from a huge gamer, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, Cuff Buzz pops up. Just a small game, really not interested. But yeah, Neva. That was a good one. Civilization 7, actually, I'm not that sort of Civilization fan, but I've heard a lot of people wanting a new Civilization, so I'm glad that they delivered for those fans who have been craving for another Civilization game. Since I saw that for like Tycoon, war game between factions, strategies, and stuff like that. It's a fun game for people who love that sort of building your own empire sort of way, but it's not for me, sadly. Black Myth Wukong, we finally got some like a amazing cinematic. I know that game is gonna be fun. I might try it if it's free because I'm not a fan of those types of like the character right here in the camera, and then you know like a God of War. I'm not a huge fan of them because we're getting a lot of them, man. We're getting a lot of them. So But still, it's fun. It looks fun. So I'm like, okay, uh, we'll see what happens because I think we only got a cinematic. We didn't get gameplay, so I'm looking forward to it. Though a lot of people have been like talking about Black Mythicon finally showing up its colors, and trust me, it looks good. It looks like they will have the budget for that game. Okay, so Asgard Wrath 2. Now I love this because there's this VR game called Until You Fall, and this game is, I don't know, like a VR game, not really that noticeable. But if you look for VR games, look Until You Fall. Is you can actually get swords. You look at yourself from top to bottom. You see yourself as a knight. It's a like old PlayStation VR game, but trust me, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's really good. Now again, it feels like it's testing the abilities of what you can do because again, they focus more on I can do anything I want with the swords and weapons, and I can level them up. I can level up my character. There's difficulty settings, and basically the game is that you're moving forward from level to level until you reach the end to destroy this giant beast, right? And there's gonna be mid-level sections where you have to fight him again and stuff. And there's like elite monsters that takes a lot more. But basically, you're fighting in front of this character, and he's gonna hit you. They show you what to do. So you like if this is like a straight line, you move your sword or your weapon like this or whatever or like this. As long as it glows, that means it will protect the attack from the other enemies, and then you can actually strike. They will tell you like line. That's how you strike like that. And if it says and if it shows you like a line like that, you go like that, right? So, and all in all, you can do anything you want in that game, like combo moves and shit. I had a lot of fun with Until You Fall. So after that, I'm seeing other VR games, and I'm not seeing that element. And then Asgard Wrath like pops up, and I'm like, holy shit, that this is basically Until You Fall in steroids, because now that we have more technology, now that sort of you're the character can be developed much more easier, right, and much more better. So Until You Fall didn't have the best graphics, the best story, but gameplay wise, it was so much fun. So I'm looking forward to Asgard Wrath 2. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a PlayStation VR 2. I have the one. So until I find a moment in my life that I can actually get the PlayStation VR, then I will give it a shot. But until then, I only can see videos. So, but it looks promising so far. Once Human, I don't remember what that was. Let's check it out. Once Human, I forgot about it. Oh, okay. This is like the open world survival thing with like, yeah. Okay. Oh, so this is survival MMO. Okay, wait. No. I don't know if it's survival MMO. This is just something. Anyways, whatever. Not interested, but yeah, looks cool. Space Marine 2. I've been craving for a Space Marine game like this because most of the Space Marine franchise is an RTS, right? It comes from that. It's board game and RTS, and now we're finally getting a third-person shooter. I don't know if the first one, because it says 2, I don't know, was a third-person shooter. Well, actually, it's not Space Marine, it's Warhammer, but the Warhammer franchise comes from board games and RTS mostly. So now that we're getting a Space Marine third-person shooter, that's going to be dope. I like it. The graphics are awesome, dude. Whoa. I was like, this game is going to blow. And then Kojima pops up. Oh, my God. Dude, Kojima pops up, shows you Metaphor. Man, I'm like, I'm still a little bit mad at Konami, but because we were gonna get that beautiful PT game. That was the only Silent Hill game that I was interested in, and they canceled it. And Guillermo del Toro, bro, man, this guy knows horror. This guy created horror, even though he didn't create it horror. But no, I'm just saying, like, he's a pro on that. And man, we were gonna get one of the scariest game I've ever played, dude. And sadly, but at least that inspired to mimic the sort of version that horror brought, at least. So sadly, in this universe, we didn't get that PT trailer. But then, we got Death Stranding. not really interested. But yeah, it's a cool game, I guess. Metaphor shows up. I am enjoying the Metaphor. I love the design of the characters. It's beautiful. The colors, the mixing, I'm not a fan of those games, but the style of it caught my attention, and I might get a demo and give it a shot. Really, give it a shot if there is a demo. If not, then I don't know. Maybe I'll buy it depending on the price, depending on my friends if they're gonna play it. Because sometimes I buy games that I don't like because my friends are buying it. Like Elden Ring. All of my friends bought Elden Ring. And I don't like Elden Ring. But I was like, you know what? I want to play with them. So yeah, but then I found out that it was not that sort of co-op. Yeah, it kind of was if you summon, but I tried it again, so I didn't waste my money. Now I'm enjoying it. All right, so. But Metaphor, looking forward to that. Arkham Shadows. God, dude. A lot of people are craving to go back into the Arkham universe. And sadly, it is a MetaQuest game. It's a VR game. And I'm like, no, man, why? Look, don't get me wrong. VR, an amazing choice. But for making it on a franchise that a lot of people are craving to go back for, because Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knights, Origins, these sort of games were popular. They're really amazing, and even though it was a lot bit too dark, it didn't have the colors of any kid. A lot of kids might get into it, but it was more mature, and it was amazing. The story was awesome, but at the same time, we didn't get anything else after that, right? And then after the failure of Suicide Squad, right, which they were claiming there was going to be like, the next Arkham thing. Now we're getting something of Arkham or Arkham, whatever, and then we get Arkham Shadows. Where I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, really, for real? Like, in my opinion, they should have not done that in VR, or at least let's say this. Because it doesn't look bad. I mean, I don't think we get any gameplay. But I know it's not going to look bad because, come on, dude. Like, it's going to be a VR game. It's going to be awesome playing as Batman and shit. But not a lot of people have that device of, like, the MetaQuest or something like that, And even though it's not that expensive, a lot of people wish they could play on the controller rather than a VR game when it comes to that franchise. So, you can do that. Fine. Thank you for that. And awesome. Let's bring back Arkham Shadows. But I don't think you're going to get what you expect when it comes to sales or something, because it's a VR game. Like, there's memes, people going like, oh yes, we finally got Arkham, and it's a MetaQuest, fuck, because they know that MetaQuest is much more of an immersive experience, like an immersive experience. But sometimes we just want to get that controller and look around with the camera and jump around buildings and shit, get on the Batmobile, fight enemies, fight bosses. Again, a great story, which we know that even still, it shows promise. It's a VR game nonetheless. So if they can do that, and then eventually, when this is done, like a couple of years later, they can do another Arkham, another Batman Arkham, but this time controller, no VR bullshit, then I'm okay with it. As long as this is not the last. If this is not the last Arkham game, then it'll be okay. But I would have rather preferred, controller. But hey, let's see what happens. Let's see what this story is going to be about. It looks interesting, so let's see what happens. All right, so after that, we got release of Six Rider 6 collab with, I forgot the Fatal Fury. I'm sorry. I don't remember the name. It's in my tongue all the fucking time. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, dude, I still fucking got it. I knew it was Fatal Fury. But there was another one. Is it Fatal Fury? What's the name? Oh, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, we're getting a... Oh, shit. That was a long spit. Sorry about that. So, yeah, we're getting a new Fatal Fury. That's good. But was that the game that I was... No, it was not Fatal Fury. King of Fighters, which, yeah, that was the name that I was looking for. That was the name that I couldn't remember. Well, I know this girl. I know this girl with the fan and the big tits and shit. What is it? And then final. Okay, yeah. King of Fighters. That's the one that I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know if Fatal Fury and King of Fighters are a different thing. I'm not really that familiar with the whole franchise. I've seen and played a couple of games, but it's not my go-to, really. But this one looks promising, it's really cool to see that it's coming out, and I think we're getting a Street Fighter 6 collab when it comes to like the season 2, which is kind of cool. But yeah, not that interested. I'm not a Street Fighter guy. Tears of Metal, like I couldn't see a lot of it, but what I saw kind of looks that interesting. It's fine. Let me check it out here. Just to be safe. Because you never know. All right, so yeah, Tears of Metal. Oh yeah, I remember it. I saw it. I love the design of the gameplay. It's like a cartoonish Dynasty Warrior. So this one for me was awesome. I enjoyed it. But I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but it looks cool, because this is coming out and this is fine. But Dynasty Warrior Origins is coming out, so I'm like, it's either this or Dynasty Warriors Origins. Maybe I can get both eventually, but I'm not sure. But this looks fun, it looks promising, and I love the style of the graphics. I like that style of graphics, that 3D PlayStation 2 Play-Doh texture. I love it. Okay, so let's go now to the next one. Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 4 Sparkling Zero, basically, yeah, is the next Tenkaichi, because I think the Japanese version is called Sparkling Zero, so I guess they didn't want it to do Tenkaichi. In my opinion, Tenkaichi sounds way better than Sparkling Zero, but it's fine. We're getting another Tenkaichi game, guys. We've been craving for this for so long. Oh my god. Hang on a second. Sorry, I just want to check something. Anyways, I've been craving for another Tenkaichi for years now, years in my life. After Tenkaichi 3, no other Dragon Ball Z has ever been the same. And then we get Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is kind of cool, but it's not what I wanted. And then finally we get Xenoverse, which is kind of, but not the worst, but not the best. And then we get Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 4, my guys. Well, technically it's Sparkling Zero, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to call it Tenkaichi 4, even if there was another Tenkaichi, which I doubted. I think it was Ultimate Tenkaichi, the last one, but I'm gonna call it Tenkaichi 4. So don't fuck with me, because I like to call it Tenkaichi way better than Sparkling Zero. I'm sorry, Japan, but October 11, we got a date for it, so I'm looking forward to that one. That one I'm definitely gonna get, because I want to have that feeling of the Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi. Well, I have them right there on my shelf, but the 2 and 3 at least, or 2. I think I only have 2. I need to get 3 and 1, but I played them all when I was a kid, so it's just been hard to find a Tenkaichi 3, a good copy of it. Anyways, but at least on stores, because I don't like waiting on shipping, so I rarely go online for games. But unless they're not available, you know what I'm talking about. I'm getting off track. Let's go on the games. But yeah, looking forward to Dragon Ball Z. I'm craving for a new Tenkaichi game for a while now, and finally we're getting one, so that's good. Delta Force Hawk Ops. I mean, I'm getting Black Ops 6. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not that interested in it. It looks fun, but it's just another shooter. Really good graphics, though, and I'm not going to lie. But yeah, let's see what happens with that. It's a hard competition for Delta Force Hawk Ops, because, again, we got Call of Duty in it, and now we're getting X Defiant. So another first-person shooter in the line. It's going to be a hard competition. They got to do a lot better than both of those games. And X Defiant is promising, so it's going to be hard for them, for them. But let's see what happens. Maybe not. So then we got a Fatal Fury. Yeah, I mentioned it. I don't know if it's a remake or a new game. I'm sorry, so I'm not 100% sure, because I'm not a fan of them. And then Blumhouse came into the picture. And Blumhouse, it was so cool, because they showed you that they're going to make a Blumhouse games, which is technically a lot of horror. And if I'm not mistaken, did they mention something about, like, actually you can create your own horror game? Because if that's true, I'm all for it, dude. I mean, I'm not a fan of horror games when it comes for me playing it, because I get scared really hard, and it's hard for me to play. But I have played my own horror games. I played Slender the Arrival, which I did enjoy. I played Non-Massacre, only for a little while. That's the most scariest game I've ever seen in my fucking life, and I'm afraid to play it. I want to play it and finish it, but I can't, because it's fucking scary, especially with the graphics. It feels like a game that wasn't made by a human. That's how scary that is. And a fucking nun with no eyes, with a fucking knife, chasing you around a fucking abandoned church, so fucking dark, with a storm outside. Hell fucking no, dude. Hell fucking no. I tried and I couldn't do it. Puppet Combo, you're the most scariest developer I've ever seen, dude. You know how to make your horror games. Anyways, but Blumhouse games came in, and I'm looking forward to it. Blumhouse have a lot of success lately with the recent movies, Mega and FNAF, and we're getting FNAF 2. He confirms it on stage, so we're getting Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's in development, and that's going to be fun because the movie, even though for me was not the best thing in the world, was really cringy and shit, it was entertaining to watch, you know, and I like the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. It's just that for me, they're milking it too much, man. Like, after the chest with the 2 locks on it, I completely... what's in the fucking chest? I still haven't found out yet. They've already figured it out. But then books coming out, and then the franchise sister location, and then the freaking security breach was for me was so cringy. I'm sorry, but it's not. And then kids getting the hands on that horror game, it ruined it because even though you're not hiding any violence or gore or horror, it still feels like a scary game for kids. It's like a Goosebumps things now. Because for some reason that's what the fame brought it to. So, but that's my opinion. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying stop. But the movies, those I'm looking forward to it. If they're gonna reboot the story of the games, make it cool, because like I love the Springtrap story, and if they're gonna go for Five Nights at Freddy's 3 being the second movie, taken from Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the game. So if that happens, I'm going to be looking forward to it. I know I'm going to like it. Okay, Mecha Break comes in. This is a mech fighting game. Bro, man, I've been craving for a virtual on game. It's not the same, but it's a mech fighting game, guys. Come on, Mecha Break looks cool. There's nothing to be said, man. It's a fucking mech game. You know, if you're into those Evangelion, if you're into Gundam, if you're into virtual on Cyber Troopers, you're going to have a good time with this one. So trust me, go ahead and go for it. Waiting for it. I don't know I think it was October or July. I don't know if there's a date for that, but whatever. Power Rangers coming into the action with a new side scroller. Dude, I am amazed with this one because I'm not a fan of side scroller beat 'em up so much like but I have played Golden Axe, I have played Captain Commando, I have played the Ninja Turtles game, I have played the Simpsons arcade game. So yes, I know I have played side scrollers, but I'm not a fan of it sometimes because it gets a little bit boring after a while. But it's okay. And Metal Slug, which of course, but that's a shooter gunner. That's a run and gun game like Contra. But yeah, nonetheless, I know I'm gonna have fun with this one because I love Power Rangers. It's Mighty Morphin. They're not doing other Power Rangers. It's Mighty Morphin, the biggest, most famous Power Rangers ever. Of course, the first ones, and or Sentai's, and then seeing this 2D and then coming into a 3D aspect, like going front backwards, mixing it with that 32-bit, like, oh man, I love it. I love it. I know that if my friends bought it, we're gonna have a good time, or at least I'm gonna buy it alone and play online or whatever. I don't know how that's gonna work because usually also I played Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, of course, which is one of my favorites 2D beat 'em up. Okay, so but yeah, looking forward to that. So Dear and Boy, not my thing. It's another artsy indie game. There's so many of them. I'm sorry, that was for me. It should have been taken to Day of the Dev, but being just one developer, congrats, dude. It looks good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not my thing. But for people who love that relaxing journey style games, then I think you're gonna have a blast with this one. Kingdom Come. When I heard Kingdom, I was like, Kingdom Hearts. Oh no, Kingdom Come. Okay. A lot of people were like that. Well, technically I wasn't, but I heard Kingdom, I didn't get like, what? I didn't get jump scare on that. I felt like, wait, Kingdom, like, you know, my heart was like, ding, for Kingdom Hearts 4. No? Okay, Kingdom Come. Okay, yeah. So, but I heard Kingdom and I'm like, oh, what? I'm missing the hearts. Where is hearts? But no, we got Come. Oh, that's so bad. Pause on that. But yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is fine. Not interested in that one. Wonder Stop look really. The style, I love it. I love the Wonder Stop style, but again, not into it too. Unknown 9 Awakening, another boring game. And Notria, I don't remember that one. I don't know what that is. First Descendant finally gets a release date. I did place the early access, and it was so much fun. It's like one of the best looter shooters I've ever tried. And it's going to be free to play, guys. I know there's going to be a lot of payments and shit, but you can play it at least. And trust me, you don't need to buy shit. Trust me on this one. I've played that, and it's fucking amazing. The first time I actually enjoyed a tank in a game, I had a lot of fun trying to do the missions, loot and stuff. It was really, really fun. So the gameplay was actually on point for a free-to-play game. It doesn't feel like a free-to-play game. Actually, it does look like, it feels like a freaking game that you have to buy. And we're getting it free-to-play July 2nd, which is around the corner, dude. I'm going to play it, dude. For real, I'm going to play it. I don't know if I want to do it on Late Night Casuals, but if you guys are into it, if you want me to join me and do some co-op action, I'm totally up for it. But yeah, looking forward to that. Otter Sloth Indie Game Maker, that's actually kind of cool because the guys from Among Us are basically giving away their engine for you guys to create and publish your games. That's amazing. You're helping indie newbie developers to come at it. I wish I could go for it, yet I still don't have it. But I am a little bit of a level designer, so we're getting I'm doing games on Dreams, and now I'm getting another engine on that, so that's gonna be cool. I'm planning on moving to Unreal Engine so that I can do my dream game that I've been waiting to do so for so long. But again, I'm not much more of a graphic designer. I'm much more of a asset flip designer, level designer. Give me the props, I'll make you a nice level. But I cannot create the rocks or the trees or the signs. I cannot do that, like, for real. Wish I could, but I don't have that knowledge yet. You never know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Otter Sloth ending, man. That's very, very amazing. Thank you guys, Otter Sloth, for giving us the tools that you guys have for us to create our own magic, right? So Among Us TV show was announced. Not interested, but hey, there it is there. Sonic Shadow Generations. Man, it's Sonic Heroes 2.0. I love it. I'm using Shadow. Of course, we're not using the other teams, but I'm talking about gameplay wise. So it's like a mixture of Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. Just boom, let's do something. Let's do something fucking awesome. And of course, I'm gonna love Sonic, but Shadow is gonna be my favorite, and it will always be my favorite. So he's the Vegeta of Sonic the Hedgehog's franchise. So can you blame me? So yeah, looking forward to Sonic and Shadow Generations. We got Dune Awakening, not interested at all. Battle Aces, kind of cool. It was a good like RTS mix with like a Diablo style. Warcraft style. So it will be for Warcraft lovers. I'm sure they're gonna love that one. The Finals got a new trailer for the new season that's coming up. I love the Asian aspect, like katanas and stuff. That's gonna be cool. The Asian designs on the new levels, Kyoto and stuff. We got Alan Wake 2, Night Springs. That's fine. New World Onum. I don't remember that one, but I think it was gonna be for what I seen. It was promising because I remember my reaction. Kunitsugami. Not interested in it, but again, that's cool. We're getting a lot of Asian stuff lately, if you think about it. New Skate, dude. Honestly, I stopped playing after 2, but I've been seeing the game online and stuff, and after 3 it was let down. And then I remember that they were talking about like, hey, we're gonna do a sequel, but now all we're gonna do is no number. Let's call it Skate. Let's forget about the other Skates games, and let's make this Skate game a massive Skate game for you guys to work on your tracks or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, dude, I'm all for it, man. It's like if it turns to an MMO skating game, it's gonna blow my mind, dude. I love Skate 2, one of my favorite skating games. Really well developed, and it shows the effort of like having this enjoyment out of like the fictions of Tony Hawk Pro Skater with the realism of a heavy skate game. It's just bliss to my eyes, and I enjoyed every minute of it when I had it borrowed from a friend on PlayStation 3. So Skate 2 for me was a really good game, and I'm looking forward to this new skate game. And then we got Pal World. We're getting a new world, new pals, new level, new bosses. And I'm like, hold the fucking phone. I thought we were just going to get a fucking island and that's it. No, we're fucking getting a lot of shit. I haven't played that in a while. The Pal World game. But hey, looking forward to it. I'm excited about that one. I was like, dude, so much content out of the blue. I thought they were going to take a little bit longer. So yeah. But yeah, and then Monster Hunter Wilds finally showed gameplay. Man, I'm all for it. It feels, I'm feeling Monster Hunter and Lost Planet vibes when it comes to the desert levels in Lost Planet 2. I miss Lost Planet. I wish they could make another Lost Planet, like Lost Planet 4, but I don't think that's gonna be a possibility. I wish they could do a remake of the second and like open up the multiplayer again experience. That was so good. Lost Planet 2 for me was the best out of the all Lost Planets. But hey, um, it was a fun game, and I hope it comes back. I don't know when, but I hope so. But yeah, look forward to it too. And then Phantom Blade Zero. There were a couple of games that I forgot to write because either I was not interested, I was like busy talking and forgot the name. So this was not all the games that show up, but most like 90%. This was all the games that show up. So Phantom Blade Zero. I love this game. It's Neo, but the fucking double. You know, it's like I'm looking forward to this game. It looks really fun. Out of all the Asian styles, Souls-like, and so this one actually caught my attention more. But hey, you know, that's just me. I'm not saying the other ones are bad. It's just that I'm not, into it so much. But yeah. So guys, this has been my list, and this most of the games that were announced on PlayStation, not PlayStation, on Summer Game Fest. So this is gonna be just a small video, like no, not small, but like it's 36 minutes. Damn. I've been here for 36 minutes talking. My God, my throat hurts. But anyways, I'm looking forward to it, guys. This has been my opinion and thoughts of all the games that there were. Most of the games, like at least 90%, because I missed few on Summer Game Fest, and some of them I'm not interested, but I'm into it. At least one of my wish lists came true. We got Whitish Champions. We got a date release. It's coming out this year. I thought it was going to come out next year on summer or spring, like April. I thought it was going to be an April 2025 release. And no, we're getting it September. And oh my God, I'm so grateful because it's just around the corner. It's only like 3 months away. I cannot wait for this game to come out, guys. I am been begging for this to come out. And I got to hold my promise. I'm going to practice this game, and then I'm going to see what I can do locally here in Florida and see if I can manage to make this game go into the esports industry, at least locally. And yeah, we can get a Discord chat pop up, and we can do remotely assignments. So we can actually go to tournaments and stuff like that. If there's actually ever been make one for Whitish Champions, which I hope they do, because trust me, like if 5v5 Whitish game online tournaments is gonna be fucking dope. And this game is gonna hold a lot of promise, guys. I play the playtest. You're in for an awesome treat. You're in for at least an 8 out of 10. You know. It's not going to be a below average game. This is going to be a good game with lots of content. And, if you love Harry Potter, the more content, you're going to love it, But, yeah. So, that's going to be it for today's video. I'm terrible at this. I'm terrible at saying goodbye because I talk too much. But that's going to be it. Those are my first thoughts on all those games that were announced on Summer Game Fest. I really hope you enjoyed it as well. If you don't agree with me, comment down below what you don't agree or what you didn't like, what you like of the show. And yeah, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you would not miss any of my beautiful content. I'll see you tonight for late night casuals. We're gonna go for Soul Calibur again. So my Soul Calibur friends, unite. I'll see you then tonight, live streaming. So yeah, thank you for that and have a good one.